Yes. They have a lot of stuff. They got the trike. I needed this one. Alright. What else can we get? That's 15. I have plenty of packing. We don't have a package. Hello YouTube, it's me. Toy Adventures here again with another figure review. Today, as you can see, we're taking a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Roarvore's Triceratops. Now this is from the new Mattel line, the one that's been, super successful right now. Super successful. I mean, you try and look for these things at the store and they're just sold out. They're sold out left and right, especially the Roarvores, because these are some of the best dinosaur toys that are out there right now. And not to mention that they have that nice Jurassic World logo slapped right on it. These things are selling like hotcakes. Now, if you're going to want to pick these up, you're either going to have to hunt it down, or you're going to have to just wait. Just wait it out. As you can see in the beginning footage, I found this at my local Walmart. And you saw there was just these two left. Because, I mean, to be honest, this is the least wanted of all three of them out of the Baryonyx, Baryonyx, and the Allosaurus. But I think it looks really good. But it's not something I would probably be hunting for. It's something that if I found, I'd buy, like what happened in the video as you saw. Now the color pattern, you can tell, is a very reminiscent of Jurassic Park. You know, the injured Triceratops. I keep saying Stegosaurus. Well, in the book it was a Stegosaurus, but in the movie it's a Triceratops. And the color scheme is very reminiscent back to that. The brown and the darker browns. This actually looks a lot more accurate to what we saw than the Kenner toy, and I'll bring up the Kenner toy at the end when we get to sizing. But, color scheme's good, but first, while it's in the box, let's take a look at the box, because these boxes for these new toys is something to appreciate. First, we got this nice cage pattern with the Jurassic World logo all cracked up. Now, it doesn't say Fallen Kingdom, which is a little strange, because you'd think it'd have its subtitle in there, but no, it just has the cracked Jurassic World logo, representing that it's over, it's done, it's old, the park's gone. It's all cracked up and withered and dilapidated. And I think that's a really nice touch. It adds a certain edge to it. And the packaging has this almost containment cage look with, all the bars and the metal. Just looks really, really intense with the volcano spewing out in the back and the almost Jurassic Park Kenner toy-esque sunset with the jungle, but this time it's not a sunset. That's straight up fire in the sky. Straight up fire. This movie is not playing around. It's my favorite packaging since The Lost World. I don't know if any of you guys remember Lost World here. I'll flash a picture up of the bull T-Rex. Boom. Now that was a cool packaged toy. That packaging stood out. That tropical green and that caution tape. This is no different. You got this volcano spewing lava in the back. You got this burnt up sky with the jungle. And I love this packaging. It's so reminiscent of the capture cages you'd see in maybe The Lost World and even this new movie when they capture the new dinosaurs. On the side we get this nice cage design, I was saying, another Jurassic World logo. On the top, just another Jurassic World logo. You get this nice roaring feature. You can try me. Now, I'll let you listen to all the roars and then I'll comment on them. Right off the bat, most, if not all of those roars never came from a Triceratops in any of the Jurassic Park movies. In fact, one of them was the T-Rex from Jurassic Park 3. Those are other dinosaur roars, and that's a problem that's plagued the whole Roarvores line. If you don't know, these medium-sized dinosaurs with the electronic feature are known as Roarvores. But it's plagued the whole Roarvore series. The Allosaurus doesn't have an Allosaur roar. Maybe one of them. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I wouldn't know. The Metriacanthosaurus has unfamiliar roars, to say the least. I think one of them is T-Rex again. The Baryonyx has probably more accurate roars. I wouldn't know. Again, movie's not out yet, so I can't say for sure. But it's really strange that they added T-Rex roars. One really cool thing is, as you can hear, they added like stomping sound effects and them breaking stuff. So it really can enhance the play of this toy. But you also get the total chaos it's causing in the panic of its island being annihilated. Really, really nice touch. Really enhances the play, and I think kids are going to love that. They don't just get a roar, they get a smashing sound effect and a stomping sound effect and them crashing through dead debris like in the trailer. When kids can reenact what they see on the TV screen, that just takes play to the whole next level. I'm really looking at it, I'm really excited to get her out of the box. So let's get the rest of the box out of the way. The bottom, we don't have much. We have the Mattel logo, the barcode, all this other nonsense and warnings. On the back, we get its features. It says push button for sound and head ramming action. And it says it in several different languages. It shows you the head ramming action. You can get the Baryonyx, the Metriacanthosaurus, and the Allosaurus. Now the Allosaurus is currently the only one I don't have, but I'm looking for him, and when I get him, you'll see a review of him as well. You can scan her foot for the new app. But yeah, I mean, you can see the tail right back there. The tail's not attached yet, but it will be. Anyway, let's let this dinosaur break free. Boom! And there she is. And I actually like this figure way more out of the box than I did in the box. And that's saying something, because I really like figures in the box. I don't really keep them in the box because I'm a photographer, as you know, on my Instagram. But this one was really tempting me to keep it in the box. But no, I gotta take her out. I gotta take pictures with her. I mean, this sculpt is something to be appreciated and deserves to be shown in HD pictures. Now, the contents of the box are straightforward. You see what you see is what you get. You get the Triceratops, and you get this little instruction manual. Basically just showing you, its features, how to attach the tail, what to change the batteries. Going back to those old batteries again, all the JP toys used. Well, at least the majority of them. So, nothing really special there, just your standard run-of-the-mill instruction manual. Okay, onto the toy itself. Like the rest of the Roar Boys, it's made out of this hard plastic. It doesn't really feel as hollow as the rest of them, and that's mainly because it has the electronic features. There's a little code if you guys want to scan that. There you go. But for the rest of it, one more point. Sorry, I get all off topic, but this is the one thing I don't like about this series. Where's this JP or JW? That has been a staple, a trademark of these toys. That's how you could find these toys that have been dinosaurs, is that JP. If you don't find the JP, it's extinct. So what does that say for this dinosaur in this new movie? Or any of them, because none of them have the JP. T-Rex doesn't have the JP. Where's her JP? Is she gonna go extinct? Is Blue gonna go extinct? Barry gonna go extinct? Actually, that one's pretty likely to happen. Sorry guys, but it's pretty likely to happen. Aside, putting away that, petty gripe, they did mark it, but they did it in a similar way they marked their, if you didn't know, by the way, Mattel also did the dinosaur toy line for Disney's 2000 Dinosaur. A really good film, portrays Carnotaurus as ludicrously inaccurate, but it's still a really good movie, and it, has that nostalgia feature with me. It was a childhood movie for me. But, like those figures, the marking is on the bottom of the foot. As you can see right there, let's get a nice little zoom in, and there you go. You get the nice little JP logo, or the Jurassic Park logo, right beside the foot with the scan feature. So they did mark it, but not in its traditional JP on the thigh thing. So now that I've got all my ranting and getting off topic out of the way, let's get a good look at her detail. Really, really good detail going on with this figure here. I mean, they really did sculpt it well. They sculpted all of these figures in this line extremely well. But where it lacks is the paint. Like Jurassic World's toy line, this is the one critical flaw they share, is they're both painted rather lackluster. I mean, Just 2 shades of brown and a little bit at the back of the thigh. Now, these are good dinosaur toys, regardless. But if you've seen these things repainted, repaints of these things look like collector models or maquettes for the movie. So, I mean, the repaint value is way up there, but what you get when you pay for it is worth it. I mean, I'm not gonna bash them because they have, you know, mass-produced color schemes, but it is a bit, you know, plain, bland. But they're animals. They look realistic, so, you know, can't really complain that bad. Anyway, let's stop getting off topic and ranting about things not related to the toy and get on to its feature. Now, similar to the Jurassic Park Triceratops, it has the head ramming. But this time, you don't squeeze it, you press this little button like the rest of the herbivores right here on the spine of the creature. That makes the head go up. I think the head's on a ball joint or just a really loose mechanism, because with your hand you can move it, you know, all over the place. It doesn't hold the pose, but it's very movable. So that's cool. I like that. Added posability is always a good thing, especially with dinosaur toys, because most dinosaur toys have no articulation whatsoever. So any little joint we get, I'll be happy. And speaking of the articulation joints on this figure, it's got really good ones. You got your standard arms, but then they can also go in and out. That's a really unique thing that Mattel's doing, and it's on most of their figures, is this outward pivot, which I really dig, because, you know, that means if it's on like a uneven terrain, you can have one, you know, one little foot going out here. Maybe if you're trying to pose it on some rocks and you want to get the feet looking right. Same with the back feet, except it's not as extreme with the back legs, with the hind legs back here. But they have a nice, oh, you can hit that 360. You can hit the 360 pivot with the legs. Not sure why a Triceratops would do that. I don't think it'd be very alive at that point, but it's possible. You know, pretend has no limits. But if you're trying to keep it real, just, you know, don't hit the 360. Anyway, we went over the detail, the paint, all my ranting, which I got plenty more of for future videos. So let's get on to scale. Now, first we gotta do it. You already know what's coming. The Kenner trike, head ramming trike. I would say this one has the superior mold and look, but this one has the much superior paint. You got nice shading. The stripes aren't subtle but noticeable. Got the JP, the trademark, and you got the dino damage, which honestly I'm not that much of a fan of, but it's a really nice gimmick and it just screams 90s. You can't really get mad at that. That's just a product of its time. Having things look that battle damaged and gruesome was just a 90s thing. So, and we're not going to get anything like that again. So, I'll take it. Alright, next up we're going to go with the battle damaged Baloo from the Walmart exclusives. I don't have any other Blues from this toy line because I don't really like any of them. But this one, this has to be my favorite Raptor toy, period. It has great articulation, great paint schemes, and you'll hear the rest of it in its review. So there it is compared to the Blue. It's a little undersized. That's one of the issues. I think it should have been on one of the Carnotaurus or Stegosaur figures. I forgot what they're called, where they have the attack gimmick but no electronics, but they're considerably larger. I really think that's what she should have been, but it's not what we got. But okay, it's a good-sized Triceratops, I'll still take it. Next, let's pit her up against a fellow Roarvore. Let's do the Baryonyx. This is easily the most sought-after of the Roarvores, because it's the dinosaur that's big in this new movie. It's the Baryonyx. Everyone's hyped for the Baryonyx and the Carnotaurus. So that makes his figure pretty valuable. So there's the size comparison. Oop, she gone. Pretty evenly matched. Speaking of Rexy, that's a good way to transition to the Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin' T-Rex. Now, unfortunately, mine's gimmick doesn't work, so I don't know if I can really do a review on it. But if you guys really want it, I'll do a review on it. I'll probably just, clean it out a bit. But here it is with the Legacy Collection T-Rex, and since it's the same character, let's just go ahead and swap her out with the other Rexy. You already heard her. The Stomping. Oh, almost said Stomp and Strike. It's the Thrash and Throw. And you can notice the considerably larger size. It just shows how out of scale the Triceratops really is. The Triceratops should be at least here to him. But hopefully eventually Mattel will give us a bigger Triceratops if they continue with the license. And finally with the human Owen Grady. This one actually looks pretty well scaled, which is a little weird. Because it wasn't in scale with the T-Rex, but he's supposed to be in scale with the T-Rex. A little paradox there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really got to say about this figure. It's pretty solid, pretty simple, and just works. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the content. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really got to say. I'll see you guys in the next toy video, who knows. This is Toy Adventures, signing off. Have a great day, everyone.